What I want to talk about today is adding value to yourself. So we get caught up in a society that constantly tells us that everything we do, every part of who we are, all of our goals and dreams and hopes and desires should be hinged upon some monetary value. While I think making money is fine, I'm not one of those people that's just like, oh, you shouldn't talk about making money so much. I like money. It allows for me to do a lot of things like freedom. I am able to live a lifestyle where I don't have to get up in the morning and go do things because I monetize my teaching abilities and I can do it any time of day from home or either from the coffee shop. That's wonderful. But what I mean is that when we don't place value on ourselves and the things that we have to offer and our particular skill sets, we often find ourselves maybe in some kind of a slump. And so when I say creating your own value, it means that just because something you have is not being monetized or has not been monetized in the past, it does not mean that it's not a valuable resource, right? So ways that I create my value on a regular basis is definitely using social media. One of the things I enjoy is doing blogging. I always blog and write something positive or either something inspiring or encouraging. And I send out emails through my email list from my website where I sell books and online writing courses and things like that. And so sometimes I make sure that I send out a message that's purely encouragement, and I put no links inside of it to my website. I put no links inside of it to books or any programs that are being sold on purpose, because I want you to know that I just want to add value to your life, because I know that creating value in other people's lives creates more value for me, and it feels really good. Something else that I love to do is do things like, vlog is one, but make sure that I'm always increasing my skill set. So I was sitting in a meeting about 2 weeks ago, and one of the ladies in the meeting asked me, well, how do you stay on top of things? How do you make sure that you stay abreast to certain technologies and how things work in the world, and what are the latest and newest technologies? And I said, well, I do it myself. I go to conferences. I said I join webinars. I do training through through the company that I contract with, just because it's available. And they kind of looked like it was this foreign notion, like she wanted me to say I'm certified here, I'm certified there. I'm like, no, that's not important for me. I don't need somebody looking over my shoulder or giving me a test for me to stay abreast in technological changes or shifts or gaining a new skill set. I've learned how to do most of what I do by watching other people or being mentored or watching YouTube and learning things and then taking it to the next level. Most of what I have learned about being a creator or being a person that adds value to others, or being a person that sells books independently, being an independent author, has been through self learning. And it's so interesting that some people do not see that you can add value to yourself, and it doesn't have to be because an institution said that you were valuable, right? Or because you're making money and it's valuable. Sometimes it's just valuable because it is, right? Another way that I like to add value is to always make sure that I'm feeding myself positive things, that I'm feeding myself good material, good writings, good blogs, and I send it to other people if I think it's something that's going to take them to the next level. I don't know what people need, but sometimes you just share just because. And if it's something that I know hit me in a certain kind of way, I might share it with other people. So I create my value in making sure that I'm always feeding myself positive things. So it's kind of like your body. If you work out a lot, or if you lift weights, or if you do yoga, you do eat vegetables only or eat fish only, or whatever type of diet you've chosen for your lifestyle. What you're doing it because you want to create more value for yourself. You want to add more years to your life. You want to be healthier. You want to stave off any diseases or bacteria or infections, and you definitely can do that with those methods. So it's the same thing with your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. It's all the same. When you add value to yourself, you only allow positive things in. You only allow good information and good material. And you know when it's something that's not good, or you know when it's something that's not a positive quality or positive information, because when you're taking it in, it doesn't feel good. When you're taking it in or you're reading it, it feels terrible. So anyway, I just wanted to share a quick 5-minute video. That's what it's going to be, because I'm on the way to go edit my new book. Continue doing your projects, continue creating things that make you happy, and you're going to keep adding value to yourself. Your number one goal should always be to walk in a space or to be around people or to be in an environment where you bring something positive and some great energy to the space or to the room, where you create something wonderful, where people look for you when you're not around because you have such amazing energy and you have such a positive outlook on life, and you always have something to say that builds people up rather than tearing others down. And if you find yourself getting caught up in conversations that are going that way, immediately pull yourself out of it if you can remember, because it's such autopilot. I've been caught up in conversations where it start going awry, and this is so funny. 3 times in the past couple of weeks I've been caught up in conversations where it was about to go the wrong way, and for whatever reason the call disconnected 3 times. So that lets me know that when you get into the right energy and you start creating more value all around for yourself, everybody takes notice. The universe is, that's making it happen, but everything takes notice, and it starts making sure, almost having your back and making sure that you don't clutter your space with something that doesn't match your positive vibe, right? So keep creating that value in your life. Keep doing the projects that you love. Keep sharing those things with other people. Keep ingesting and digesting positive and beautiful things for your spirit. And keep working on your projects, because just because it's not monetized today does not mean that it's not valuable. We have to get out of that capitalist mindset of greed. It's not a negative thing to have capitalism, but it's definitely a negative thing to not place value on anything unless it makes money, right? Anyway, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.